Sabrina Ionescu of the New York Liberty, recently victorious in her first WNBA championship, along with Caitlin Clark, the reigning WNBA Rookie of the Year, is widely speculated to be the final two players selected. Notably, both athletes are associated with State Farm. Unrivaled has announced a multi-year sponsorship agreement with State Farm, designating them as our exclusive home and auto insurance sponsor and the presenting sponsor for our much-anticipated club selection announcement, scheduled for release on Wednesday, November 20th, stated one post. Fans have deduced that it is highly likely that Clark will be among the final two players announced for Unrivaled. Clark, a player for the Indiana Fever in the WNBA, may receive an offer exceeding $1 million per season to join the league. "We'll see," Clark informed Indy Star. "I am uncertain. Taking it as it comes to determine whether I will ultimately participate." Front Office Sports recently reported that Unrivaled intends to propose a Lionel Messi-like deal to Clark to encourage her to join. Unrivaled president Alex Basil further stated that the 22-year-old has a position available should she choose to accept it. "We will always have a roster spot for Caitlin Clark," Basil informed Sportico. "We are not implementing an all-out effort as commonly perceived. We are allowing her time to recover from basketball. She is aware that we have a position available for her when she is prepared." The unparalleled teams are Laces, Lunar Owls, Mist, Phantom, Rose, and Vinyl. The 6 head coaches, who have not yet been assigned to a team, are Phil Handy, Adam Harrington, Nola Henry, DJ Sackman, Andrew Wade, and Teresa Weatherspoon. TNT Sports has announced a multi-year media rights agreement with Unrivaled, which will feature primetime games airing on TNT on Mondays and Fridays, and on True TV on Saturdays over an 8-week period, including the playoffs. The league will be owned by the players, thereby providing Unrivaled athletes with equity and a vested interest in its success. Unrivaled distinguishes itself by assigning ownership equity to the league's players, including notable athletes such as Angel Reese, Kelsey Plum, Chelsea Gray, and Brittany Griner. The league will offer contract opportunities presenting the highest average salary in the history of women's professional sports leagues. All players will receive a 6-figure salary, with earnings potentially reaching up to $250,000 for the competition, surpassing the total earnings of many players in a full WNBA season. Ray Burrell of the Los Angeles Sparks and Jordan Canada of the Atlanta Dream were the 33rd and 34th players, respectively, to join the league. Unrivaled is set to announce the final rosters for its 6 teams on Wednesday, and Caitlin Clark may very well be included. Caitlin Clark has a significant endorsement deal with State Farm. Many of you may have observed the commercials that have been airing for several months during March Madness in the NBA playoffs. "CC is definitely joining Unrivaled," one fan remarked. The rookie phenom has not yet publicly announced her commitment to Unrivaled. This is particularly significant considering the league has recently secured a major sponsorship deal with the insurance company. Although the 2024 WNBA season has concluded, several players across the league have shared images of their return to the court. The Indiana Fever shared a photograph of Lexi Hull's return to the practice facility on Tuesday. The WNBA veteran was collaborating with team trainers, engaging in several drills, particularly focusing on free throw shooting technique in the Mekon drill. Following the post by Fever, Indiana star Caitlin Clark remarked on Hull's off-season training. She commented on Fever's post, appearing to commend Hull's commitment and dedication to the game. "She is an inspiring individual. Truly," Clark stated. In the 2024 season, Hull experienced a career-best year. She achieved several career highs following her selection in the first round of the 2022 draft. Hull concluded the season with an average of 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist per game. She recorded a field goal percentage of 44.1% and a three-point shooting percentage of 47.1%. Hull achieved career best figures in points, field goal percentage, and three-point percentage. A significant portion of Hull's success in the 2024 season was attributed to Clark's facilitation. The 22-year-old player initiated the Fever's offense by averaging a league-leading 8.4 assists per game. She additionally recorded an average of 19.2 points and 5.7 rebounds per game. Clark and Hull guided the Fever to their inaugural appearance in the WNBA playoffs since 2016, concluding the season with a record of 20-20 and ranked as the No. 6th team in the standings. Caitlin Clark is recognized for her intense performance on the basketball court and her composed, enjoyable demeanor outside of it. However, she possesses a fervent fan base that insists the world acknowledges all that she rightfully deserves, particularly when her competitors appear to be advancing. They have elevated their support by initiating a petition to express their dissatisfaction with Nike's treatment of Clark. The petition explicitly states that fans desire her signature shoe and demand its immediate availability. A tweet that initiated the discussion states, "If you're dissatisfied with Nike's handling of Caitlin Clark's signature shoe rollout, or rather the absence thereof, as well as Nike's overall poor treatment of Caitlin Clark, please sign and share this petition. We acknowledge your presence at Nike." According to the petition, fans of CC expressed their dissatisfaction with Nike's lack of proactive promotion for Clark, recognized as one of the most marketable female athletes on the planet. With minimal information available regarding her signature shoe and virtually no promotional efforts, fans perceive this as a personal affront, criticizing the brand for what they consider a missed opportunity. The Indiana Fever star established her relationship with Nike during her college years by signing a name, image, and likeness (NIL) agreement in 2022. That agreement concluded at the end of the 2023-24 season, allowing for the establishment of a new contract. This time, it was not merely a standard contract. This new agreement is anticipated to represent the most lucrative sponsorship for a female basketball player. Prominent sports brands such as Under Armour and Adidas were actively engaged, reportedly presenting the athlete with substantial financial offers, including 4-year contracts valued in the millions. Clark opted for Nike, entering into an 8-year contract valued at $28 million with the brand, which included the promise of a signature shoe. Subsequently, she made her WNBA debut, led the Indiana Fever to the playoffs, and earned the Rookie of the Year title. However, the shoe is yet to be released. In light of A'ja Wilson's anticipated lineup for the upcoming year, fans have expressed a desire for merchandise at the very least. The brand released a t-shirt featuring her records, however, fans consider it to be mediocre. This has led to ongoing disappointment among the star's fanbase, despite her W jersey sales contributing to a 500% increase this season. However, what truly energized Clark's fanbase for the petition? The situation reached a climax when Reebok made a significant announcement that certainly garnered attention. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are recognized as the prominent young figures in the WNBA, and the rivalry between their respective fan bases traces back to their collegiate careers. The Chicago Sky star has recently renewed her contract with Reebok, accompanied by the announcement of a forthcoming signature shoe, set to launch in 2026. During her podcast, Unapologetically Angel, the 22-year-old made a significant announcement, stating, "I am extremely excited to inform you all that we are officially launching a Reebok by Angel signature shoe." Reese also indicated that the design process is already in progress. Reese's collaboration with Reebok has undoubtedly been successful. She became the brand's inaugural major NIL signing and the first athlete to be signed under the leadership of Shaquille O'Neal, who currently holds the position of president at Reebok Basketball. A year following the initiation of their partnership, the Reese's collaborative footwear collection, Reebok by Angel, was launched in August 2024. Furthermore, her inaugural Reebok performance basketball sneaker, the Reebok Engine A, was introduced on the court during a match against Clark's Indiana Fever. With Reebok establishing a high standard through the launch of Reese's signature shoe, the onus is now on Nike. Fans are experiencing heightened emotions, particularly given that Clark's shoe deal was anticipated to be a significant aspect of her contract. While the alumna of the Lady Tigers celebrates her success, we must await Nike's significant decision. Will Caitlin Clark participate in Unrivaled basketball? The likelihood of Clark joining the league appeared minimal a few weeks ago. The league's recent announcement suggests that Clark and potentially Las Vegas Aces star A'ja Wilson may join Unrivaled. The 22-minute announcement is quite detailed. Is it conceivable that Unrivaled has produced a 22-minute video for an alternative purpose? Yes, however, given that fans have previously inquired about the participation of Clark and Wilson, it is reasonable to speculate that they may be announced as the new participants in Unrivaled on Wednesday. For those who may be unfamiliar, Clark and Wilson both don the number 22 on their jerseys. Both players secured positions within the top 5 of the MVP voting in 2024, with Wilson ultimately being awarded the title. Furthermore, Wilson and Clark rank among the most popular athletes in the WNBA. Incorporating them into the league would effectively attract increased attention. With only 2 positions left, all attention will be focused on Unrivaled this Wednesday. Unrivaled's announcement is indeed thrilling, and it will be intriguing to observe whether A'ja Wilson and Caitlin Clark are confirmed as new participants in Unrivaled. The league was founded by Breanna Stewart and NaLyssa Collier. Their intention was to provide WNBA players with an off-season option to compete domestically while delivering a high-quality product on the court. Several top players in the league are scheduled to compete alongside Stewart and Collier, including Arika Gunbowale, Angel Reese, and De'Erica Hamby. When does the league commence? Unrivaled basketball is slated to begin in January 2025. The initial games are scheduled to take place on January 17th. Unrivaled will continue for a duration of 2 months, with the final slated for March 17th. It is expected to be a competitive league. As WNBA players prepare to compete against one another, there will be an inherent motivation to secure victory. At a minimum, Unrivaled offers a valuable opportunity for WNBA players to enhance their skills during the offseason. For the superstars involved in the event, it can be expected that they will possess ample motivation to compete for the Unrivaled championship. They wish to convey an off-season message to other prominent players throughout the league. The inquiry pertains to whether A'ja Wilson and Caitlin Clark will participate as prominent competitors in Unrivaled, a determination that is expected to be made on Wednesday. Throughout her tenure at Iowa, it was common for Caitlin Clark to express her dissatisfaction with officials during various games. The WNBA Rookie of the Year returned to Iowa to observe her former team compete against Drake in Des Moines. On Sunday, Clark was positioned slightly farther from the referees than she had been in previous years while wearing a Hawkeyes uniform. However, sitting in the stands rather than on the players' bench did not prevent Clark from expressing her dissent when she observed a call with which she did not necessarily agree. Clark was seated a few rows behind the courtside seats and at times exhibited an expression of dismay when a call was unfavorable to her former team. In one particular instance, a video shared on social media captured Clark shaking her head and vocally addressing the game officials. She also lifted her hands toward the sky in a display of apparent frustration. The victory of 86-73 against Drake marked Iowa's 4th win of the season. The undefeated Hawkeyes are set to compete against Kansas on November 20. The guard for the Indiana Fever has experienced a demanding offseason. In addition to attending basketball games, Clark has also been observed at football games and participated in a golf pro-am event this month. Clark played a significant role in ending the Fever's playoff drought during the recent WNBA season. Following the conclusion of Indiana's postseason run and the departure of Christy Sides, Stephanie White has been appointed as the Fever's next head coach. White previously held the position of head coach from 2015 to 2016. The reigning champion New York Liberty secured the 7th pick in the 2025 WNBA draft on Sunday, a result of a trade with the Phoenix Mercury in 2023. Although the 7th pick may not seem highly valuable, it is notable that the Chicago Sky selected Angel Reese 7th in the 2024 WNBA draft. In 2023, the Liberty traded former 6th overall pick Michaela Onyenwere to Phoenix in exchange for the rights to Leonie Fibich, a second-round pick from the 2023 Chicago Sky, and the right to swap 2025 first-round picks with the Mercury. Could New York continue to build on its success by selecting a player capable of making an immediate impact, such as Reese, to enhance their already talented roster? They are scheduled to make one selection prior to the rapidly improving Indiana Fever. Here are 3 players the Liberty are projected to pursue. Dominique Malonga, France. French center Dominique Malonga is significantly younger than the majority of WNBA draft prospects. The 19-year-old already possesses professional experience, having played for Asvel Feminine and Turbs GB in her home country. While still developing, the 6 feet 6 inches Malonga is capable of dunking and contributed to Team France's silver medal achievement at the 2024 Paris Olympics. The Liberty can afford to be patient with the teenager as she matures alongside established talent. All 3 outlets, ESPN, Sports Illustrated's Women's Fast Break, and Winsider, have predicted that the Liberty will choose Malonga with the 7th overall selection. She played a pivotal role as a starter for the Gamecocks during their 2024 NCAA title victory, averaging 11.0 points and achieving an impressive shooting percentage of 46.8% from three-point range. Popow has sustained her excellent shooting performance this season, achieving 44% accuracy on her three-point attempts while averaging 13.5 points per game. The senior guard from California has been projected by both CBS Sports and Bleacher Report to be selected by the Liberty at the 7th overall pick, although other sources anticipate Popow being drafted slightly earlier. Selecting Connecticut guard Ozzie Fudd would be a considerable risk for the Liberty, as the highly skilled 22-year-old has played only 42 games for the Huskies over the course of 4 seasons due to persistent injury problems. Fudd has been sidelined for nearly a year following an ACL tear in November 2023. She appeared to be one of the most proficient scorers in the country, averaging 15.1 points across 10 starts during the 2022-23 season. Should she line up alongside Paige Bueckers, Fudd would likely encounter significant single coverage and excel. Although Tankathon forecasts that the Liberty will choose the Connecticut guard, it is improbable that she will drop to the 7th position. ESPN forecasts that Fudd will be selected with the 3rd overall pick. Watkins is poised to surpass Clark's college basketball points record. The 29th season of the WNBA achieved the highest viewership in 24 years, concluded with the largest attendance in 22 years, and established records for digital consumption and merchandise sales in 2024. The primary catalyst was Rookie of the Year Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever player who, last year at Iowa, became the NCAA's all-time leading scorer in both men's and women's basketball. She also led Indiana to the playoffs for the first time since 2016, achieving their best record since 2015. Clark's legacy is such that UConn's Paige Bueckers and USC's Juju Watkins, a promising talent in women's basketball, recently expressed their admiration for Clark during a Fox Sports tribute to her collegiate career. Watkins commended Clark not only for her basketball abilities but also for her character, stating, "She is a great player and a good person. She has been exceptional, and I am truly excited for her as she embarks on this next stage of her career." Watkins' remarks highlight the extensive respect Clark has garnered for her contributions to the sport as she continues to inspire the next generation of players. It is certain that Angel Reese, Bueckers, and Watkins will draw inspiration from her. As of her sophomore year, Juju has set a new record by becoming the fastest Power 5 player in college basketball history to achieve 1,000 career points, accomplishing this feat in only 38 games compared to Clark's 40 games. Watkins' remarks demonstrate the considerable respect Clark has garnered for her contributions to the sport as she continues to motivate the upcoming generation of players. Undoubtedly, Angel Reese, Bueckers, and Watkins will be inspired by her. As for Juju, only 4 games into her sophomore year, she has already surpassed Clark's record by becoming the fastest Power 5 player in college basketball history to achieve 1,000 career points, accomplishing this feat in just 38 games compared to Clark's 40. Since her first year in college, she has emerged as a notable star in women's college basketball. During the previous season, the 19-year-old displayed her versatility by averaging 27.1 points on 41% shooting, along with 7.3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2.3 steals, and 1.6 blocks per game. At the rate she is currently achieving, there is a strong probability that she will surpass Clark's record. She still has a minimum of 2 years remaining in USC, providing ample opportunity to assess her potential in achieving what Clark could not, securing a national championship. Clark's notable triumph in the WNBA can be traced back to her collegiate years, marked by outstanding performances with the Iowa Hawkeyes prior to entering the professional league. Clark achieved the milestone of becoming the NCAA Division I all-time leading scorer for both men and women, while also earning the title of a 2-time National Player of the Year with the Hawkeyes. Regrettably, she advanced to consecutive finals, falling to Angel Reese and LSU in 2023, and this year to Camila Cardozo of South Carolina, who is now playing for the Chicago Sky. Due to Clark's significant contributions to women's basketball on and off the court, the upcoming WNBA season is anticipated to attract a larger viewership. Just as she made a lasting impression during her time in college this year, Paige Bueckers and Juju Watkins are expected to contribute to making this year one of the most anticipated yet. The Unrivaled Basketball League's persistent pursuit of Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark has been extensively covered. Rumors suggest that the 3-on-3 league had a substantial offer in place for the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year, likened to a Lionel Messi-like deal. Co-founder NaLyssa Collier has alluded to Unrivaled's intention to present Clark with a highly lucrative offer, reportedly exceeding any other player's salary by $1 million. There has been a lull in activity regarding Clark recently, but a recent tweet from the Unrivaled X account has sparked excitement among fans. The announcement of the club selection event scheduled for 11 a.m. on Wednesday has many anticipating potential major news. From 10:30 a.m. to 11:22 a.m. this could be interpreted as a reference to Clark's no. The tweet stated that what may appear to be a typical Wednesday in November is actually a significant event for fans of women's professional basketball. Let's make it clear, this is more than just a customary roster update. This moment marks the beginning of the highly anticipated inaugural season of the new, Elite 3v3 League. The season will kick off on January 17, 2025, in Miami and will be broadcast on TNT and Max. If it is not already evident, it may be beneficial for you to set up a calendar hold with a reminder for yourself. Unrivaled has gone to great lengths to impress Clark. The league has included Clark's Fever teammates Aaliyah Boston and Lexi Hull, along with her close friend Kate Martin, for its first season. Additionally, the league expanded from 30 to 36 players to accommodate her potential joining. Reports also suggest that Unrivaled is willing to make Clark its highest-paid player. The average salary for the remaining 35 players is projected to be around $250,000. With the potential for a $1 million payout for just a few weeks of work, Clark may find it hard to resist, especially since she only earned $76,535 as a rookie this season. Unrivaled Basketball, a pioneering 3-on-3 women's professional basketball league, founded by WNBA superstars and Olympic gold medalist NaLyssa Collier and Breanna Stewart, marks the beginning of the future of women's professional basketball in the United States with its inaugural season in 2025. The league is scheduled to commence games in January. The inaugural season of Unrivaled Basketball, scheduled to begin on August 17, 2025 in Miami, will showcase 36 top women's basketball players. Leading the league are Collier and Stewart, alongside standout players such as Angel Reese and the 2024 All-Star Game MVP, Arika Goombawale. Below is the full list of confirmed players participating in this exciting event. Unrivaled features 7 former top-ranked players. The inaugural season of Unrivaled features a star-studded lineup of confirmed participants, showcasing 1 overall WNBA draft picks such as Stewart, Aaliyah Boston, Brittany Griner, Kelsey Plum, and Jackie Young.